Objective 2 for Chapter 4 says that once you finish this chapter, you will be able to solve proportions, which begs the question, what is a proportion? A proportion is an equation stating that two ratios, and we just learned what ratios are, two ratios are equal, okay? Two ratios are equal. Alright, sorry about the lack of space there. So, that is to say that we can say that if we have the proportion A over B, that's equal to C over D, okay, two ratios here, and they're equal. There's a rule called the cross product rule. I call it cross multiply. Some people refer to it as the butterfly. And that's because basically the cross product rule states that if A over B is equal to C over D, then see, here comes the butterfly. Then A times D is equal to B times C. Okay? That is going to be your cross product rule. Cross multiply or the butterfly, however you want to word that. So, up here, problem 2a asks us to solve for x. Alright, so here's our x. We're looking for that. So remember, we've got our proportions set up. We've got 8 over x, just like we had a over b here. And then we have that it equals 12 over 15, just we had c over d here. So just like we cross multiplied and rearranged that into a times d by using the butterfly, cross product, cross multiply, we can say that, and I'm just going to write this out so you can see the steps, and this is one way that you can show your work. I can say that this now becomes 8 times 15 is equal to 12 times x. Or, just for the sake of having a neat look to our equation, normally when you have an x and you're solving for x, which this clearly tells us to solve for x right there, we like to put the x on the left-hand side. So we're just going to flip-flop these two sides, which we can do through something called the commutative property. Just take my word for it. We can just put this over here, and we can put that over there. So when we rewrite it, let's come back over here. We're going to rewrite that. And we're going to say 12x, you don't have to put the times in there because when you have that coefficient next to the variable x, it is implied that those two are being multiplied. So 12x is equal to 8 times 15. Now I don't require, once again here, that you show me multiplication how you have been in the past chapters. What I do ask is that you get on your calculator, show me what you're doing so I know your thought process, but get on your calculator, go ahead and clear your last problem out, and we're just going to multiply 8 times 15. So I'm going to say 8 times 15 equals 120. So I'm going to rewrite this, and I'm going to say that 12x is equal to 120, right? Just did it on my calculator, and even though I didn't write that out like we have have been with the 15 like this, like 15 times 8 and all that stuff, which you would have shown in your work and said 8 times 5 is 40, carry the 4, 8 times 1 is 8, plus 4 is 120. You didn't have to do all that. I just asked that you show me how you're setting things up so I can see your thought process and how you got to your final answer. So now that we're here, we need to get that x by itself. So since we're multiplying the 12 times the x, in order to get rid of it, we're going to divide by 12. If we divide one side by 12, we have to divide the other side by 12. So over here, the 12s cancel out. So you're just left with x. We're going to bring that down. Okay, x right there. And then 120 divided by 12. Common sense. You get an extra 0 on a 12. That means that the 12 was multiplied times 10. Or you can get your handy dandy calculator and say 120 divided by 12. You don't have to really show work. You just have to show me how you're setting things up and your thought process. So in this case, 120 divided by 12 is 10. So x is equal to 10. Box your answer, and there you go.